Radiant Rising World Wide Web. World as in WHIRL, wide WORLD. Yes, we are whirling and swirling and maintaining our balance and peace in the I am of this storm, of these storms, storms of transformation, storms of change, storms of delusion and confusion as the world stage, as we know it, gets completely rearranged. My name is Lutishia Lovely, and I am so grateful that you have found me in these YouTube streets and clicked on the link so that for just a few moments, you and I, like minds, those rising, those awakening, can be in sync. One thing that we can be sure of with all that we're seeing and with all that the matrix is the technology that's going on. One thing that we can be sure about, if you are aligned in the right direction, we can know without a doubt that we have divine protection. We're going to dive into that on this short show, and we'll get it all started right after this intro. Let's go. We are blessed to be alive in a time where the winds of change are howling. The stars are aligned, the prophecies that have been written and spoken are being manifested right before our very eyes. Scriptures are coming alive, scrolls are unfolding, unraveling, unwinding, and the words within those scrolls are being acted out by the players on today's stage. A couple of weeks ago, there was a major sign of solidarity among the African diaspora, among the continent, on the continent of Africa itself, and among not only the African diaspora, but the melanated diaspora all over the world. An absolutely unprecedented show of power where tens of millions stood up in solidarity with and on behalf of and in favor of, in support of, in alignment with the solidarity, the sovereignty of the continent now called Africa. The person at the forefront of this latest movement, His Excellency, that's right, I said it, His Excellency, Captain Ibrahim Traore, has stirred stuff up, right? And in that stirring, those entities that have for centuries, I heard a brother the other day say for 800 centuries, has had Africa in a headlock, in a noose, and have wielded power that is not theirs, from riches that were stolen and labor that was stolen. riches that were built on murder and mayhem and all of that. And that's not even what this show is about, but that's what this show is about. And in this season where we are in the new age, we are in the age of consciousness, the age of Aquarius, where the Spirit of the Most High, the Christ consciousness, is being poured out on all flesh. And those who are in alignment with that frequency are awakening to the truth of who we are. This is a movement that is organic in nature and prophetic in design. It cannot be stopped. It will go on to fulfill that which is written. So there are people who are not happy with this brother. And in the whirlwind of all of that, I got a download from Spirit about a certain archetype that is being represented with with 3 specific melanated brothers that may seem to not be connected on its face, but these are the 3 brothers that came to me that are operating on the world stage in different ways. And each of them, as it came to me, represent certain pillars that have held up the matrix, that have been the underpinning of Babylon that is now falling and falling with the quickness, as they say. Captain Ibrahim Traore is one of those brothers. We all know what he's been going through. And we all know that only the Most High and the ancestors are offering the type of divine protection that we're going to talk about today. The second person that came into my mind is another brother who has captured the world for an entire year, and that would be none other than K. Kung Fu Kenny Kendrick Lamar. His fearless stance against the system, against stereotypes, against the propagation of degradation among the melanated community, specifically our children, who came up against a person who represents that purposeful lowering of the vibration of a musical genre that started out as a source of pride and sense of power in our community, hip hop, and turned it into a weapon to be used against our youth, where we went from being queens to being itches with a B, where we went from consciousness of ourselves as gods and earth to hoes and dealers and promiscuity and drugs. And this young brother from Compton stood up and said, it's time to watch that party die. And then the third person who came to mind was someone who just had his YouTube channel snatched recently, a young brother who is literally healing the melanated on the planet. And that is Dr. Yaki Elohim, who, according to an interview he shared, I believe on TikTok, is being followed, and he's been being followed for a long time. When I saw him at Gathering of the Masses, shout out to Radiohead Rich and Black Magic 363, when he was talking about that there, about how he had been followed for well over a year. And I'm sure there's other things that are going on with the Alphabet Boys. However, come on. It is a new day. It is a different time. It is a different season. our superpowers are being reactivated. And within this paradigm is a level of fear, a level of terror by the inorganic ones who have usurped the identity of the organic ones, and even to this day hide behind the truth of who we are by saying they are that. I always use the analogy of the Wizard of Oz and that scene where my dog Toto, and I was born in Kansas, and my first word was Tuffy, the name of my family dog. So I have a special affinity with the Wizard of Oz and with Toto. Don't get it twisted. Don't sleep. I'll watch it right now. The original. And yes, shout out to the Wiz, because I will definitely ease on down that road too, but I will watch some Judy Garland, okay? But I love that scene where the dog runs to the curtain and pulls back the curtain on the illusion, a representation of the Matrix. And we all find out, along with Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Lion, that big booming voice and all of this power and all of this huffing and puffing and threatening to blow houses down was no more than a front for a small, short, weak, insecure, uncreative, powerless human being. And that's where we are now. And so in this moment where the person behind the curtain, through the use of the media, is huffing and puffing and holding on with their fingernails to a semblance of power, and will do anything, because what's that saying? Power does not concede without a fight, without a struggle. When one becomes desperate, one will try anything to maintain the illusion. And so it is very important for all of us who are in this moment, truth seekers and truth speakers, the chosen, the light workers and light wielders. It is important for all of us to consciously and with intention activate our divine protection. That is what this download is about. With that being said, let's get to today's Radiant Rising Recite and Miles, the Meditation Maestro's meditation, after we take a breath. Just taking deep breaths, settling into our space, grounding ourselves mentally, spiritually, into the earth and into our earth, into our auric field, into the mitochondria of all existence connecting us, imagining that there are roots, because there really are. We just can't see them physically, but there are roots on the soles of our feet. There's a reason that they are called soles of our feet, that go down and wrap around the soul of the inner earth. And then as we breathe in, we will pull up all of that energy, all of the frequency and vibration from that inner earth sun up through our energy centers and out of our star chakra, so that that energy then combines with and wraps around the outer sun, binding us to the light and balancing us within those spheres. It's a 4-8 recalibrate, y'all. You know how we do it. We're going to breathe in for 8, hold for 8, breathe out for 8, and hold for 8. We're going to sit in our divine protection. I invite you to feel intentionally feel that protection which is around us, much as you see on this screen. If we could see in the spirit realm through our first eye, we'd be looking at something similar to this. And breathe in, 2, 4, 6, and hold, 3, 5, 7, and release. Release through the whole 8 counts so that that air goes all the way back down through and hold. Regular breath in. And we're breathing all the way through like that because just as we're pulling up the energy from the inner sun through our portals, through our energy centers, when we release, we're bringing down those frequencies, vibrations from the outer sun, which is showing all the way off right now. And we're breathing, we're taking that energy back down through our body. So it's very important to slowly release your breath on that 8 count. Here we go, y'all. Breathe in. 2, 5, 7, and hold. Take in as much breath as you can. Take in more and release. Imagine that energy going back down and hold. Seeing all of the protection, and breathe in, be it ancestors, angels, orishas, and auric field, and hold. See the golden white light, iridescent, and release. See it as a cylinder, as an impenetrable shield around us, and hold. Last one. Breathe in. Breathe in. More, and hold. 3, 5, 7, and release. And hold. And just staying in that energy. Just kind of moving our bodies around, allowing all of what we've inhaled and exhaled to go throughout our body, from the energy centers along the spine, throughout the chakras in our fingertips, in our toes, on the soles of our feet. Knowing that our divine protection individually is our divine protection collectively. We, the original co-created, are divinely protected. All nefarious plots by complex cell spots are now deflected. In this new age, a turned page, no plan against melanated man stands. A resurrection is at hand. We align with divine design, one of restoration, of balance, ma'at, to bring us to a place where we're all we've got, to remember we're all we need for prophecy to proceed and succeed with that which was decreed. So it is written, so shall it be. Protection is all around us, above and below. A multitude of angels and ancestors follow wherever I go. So no fear with upcoming gain suspected. Be still and know I am divinely protected. Ashe.
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 And Ashe. One more time for the rhyme. We, the original co created, are divinely protected. All nefarious plots by complex cell spots are now deflected. In this new age, a turned page, no plan against melanated man stands. A resurrection is at hand. We align with divine design, one of restoration, of balance, ma'at, to bring us to a place where we're all that we've got to remember we're all that we need for prophecy to proceed and succeed with that which was decreed. So it is written, so shall it be. Protection is all around us, above and below. A multitude of angels and ancestors follow wherever we go. So know no fear with upcoming games suspected. Be still and know, family, that we are divinely protected. Ashe and Ashe. We are so,
Ashe, Ashe.
Ashe.
yes, we are so protected. And before we continue with some of the download that came in during this past week, here is none other than our melanated meditation brother, the maestro, Yogi G in the building. Come on in, Yogi G.
Grand Rising Soul Family, Grand Rising. Can everybody hear me? We're good?
Grand
Grand
Rising.
Rising.
Excellent, excellent. Oh, wow. Some heavy energy you dropped this morning, sis.
Yes,
It
indeed.
has, I know Libras, and when we get in that zone, I felt that one. And it's interesting because putting this particular meditation together, this is actually the third version of what I put together because it just didn't like it. The first one felt good, and then the second one was like, okay, I can do a little more, I can go a little deeper. And then I'm kind of glad I did go into this third one because the energy you just brought in, I think that this should hold what you're saying. So, as we do, everybody, find a comfortable position. If you want to put headphones on, put your headphones on. And I gotta breathe because you brought some energy in.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
lot. Well, and it's not just me, it's the
Oh,
energy
it's
that's in
beautiful.
the app. Yeah, it's a lot going on.
Yeah,
Good
no,
stuff.
yeah. All right, so let's uh, let's get ourselves situated. Let us begin. Welcome, beloved soul. Let's take this moment, settle into stillness, find your comfortable position, close your eyes gently, and begin to breathe deeply. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Let the breath soften your body. Let the breath open the space. Allow your awareness to drop into your heart. Feel the rhythm of your breath and the beat of your soul. Now, with each inhale, gather your energy inward. And then with each exhale, release everything heavy. Relax your face, your shoulders, relax your spine. Melt into the earth beneath you. You are held and you are ready. Now together, we begin a sacred call. I call in divine protection now. I invite the light of the Creator to surround me. I call upon my highest guides, angels, and ancestors of love. Wrap me in a cloak of sacred power and radiant light. See it now. The golden light descends from above, wrapping around your body like warm silk. This is a shield of the divine, pulsating, glowing, protecting. You are surrounded in grace. You are held in the hands of the infinite. With your breath, let this protective light expand. Inhale, feel it grow in your heart. Now exhale and feel it stretch beyond your body. Repeat silently or out loud. No harm may enter this light. No fear may linger in this presence. This protection is infinite, ancient, and alive within me. Let those words resonate in your spirit. You are not alone. The divine walks with you. You are not unguarded. The spirit world responds to your call. Now, with me, affirm these sacred truths. I am divinely shielded in every realm. My energy is sacred, sovereign, and strong. Every step I take is guided and guarded. I am a vessel of light, and the light surrounds me now. Let these words again sink deep into your spirit. Let them anchor into your breath, your bones, your being. Slowly begin to return to your body. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Breathe deep once more. And as you exhale, whisper, thank you. You've called in the divine, and the divine has answered. You are protected. You are empowered. You are whole. Namaste. Ashe.
Namaste and Ashe.
Ashe.